We definitely know that kids are going to be thinner. Reduced muscle mass, you're going to weigh less. And in fact, weighing what would be typical for a child without SMA of a similar age could actually be harmful. I mean, it's the more you weigh, I mean, the harder it can be to preserve movement that you do have, or to breathe, or for if other people are lifting you, it can make it difficult. So kids do tend to run on the thinner side if you were to plot them on a regular growth chart. We don't really have, I mean, everybody's goal is different. We really want a child to follow his or her own growth curve, and we pay attention to deviations from that if they really shoot up above their own growth curve or below their own growth curve. So they may not be anywhere on a typical growth chart, but we look at trends, and we know that weight gain is going to be slower, and that weight compared to length is going to be less.
So that's okay, basically, because it's expected.
Right. It's fine. You know, another thing too, a lot of times with these kids, a lot of it is based on you just looking and doing an exam and touching their legs and their arms and seeing what they feel like and looking at their abdomen. And you could have a child who, on the growth chart, if all you knew about this child was their age, sex, and how much they weighed, and you looked at them on a growth chart, you would probably be like, "Oh my gosh, this child is so thin." But when you look at them in person, they actually look okay. And so, a lot of it, again, like I said, is just observation and seeing if they look healthy or not, and we look for trends. We don't rely super heavily on a growth chart, but again, we do know they are going to be a lower weight than peers without SMA.